How's it going, everybody? Doing a drink review. Oh my god. Drink review video here today, and I'll go into a little gum chewing ramble. I'm obviously these next 5 or 6 videos are gonna all be with different backgrounds because I'm in Florida. So this is the kitchen. You know, you might see the living room as well, and obviously you saw with the Mountain Dew video the bedroom, which you've seen these, I think most of these before anyway in the past when I've made vids down here, but I got this one at Walmart as well, Alani Nu. I don't think I've had this one in a video before, Tropsicle. I don't believe I've had this, so. Like I said, I was disappointed with the Mountain Dews. I was happy to see they have the hard Mountain Dew though, but the regular Mountain Dews are not doing it. Not that it's a bad selection, it's just what I'm used to, so it smells pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. These are the ones where this is the one that had like the Witch's Brew, right, and the Cosmic Stardust. I've liked their stuff, honestly. This one's pretty good too. I'm getting pineapple, kind of. What are some of the ingredients? You'd be like, oh, it tastes like what it's... Oh, no, it doesn't. It just tastes like a bunch of artificial flavors that are not the real thing. I feel like I'm getting some pineapple in there, though. Maybe some, almost like a grapefruit also. I don't know for sure, though. It's pretty good. Louisville, Kentucky, I guess is their headquarters. I think the Prime as well originates from there, at least on the can. That's where it's being made or packaged. Alani Nutrition, LLC. Hell House, LLC. This is gluten-free, vegan, and biotin, B6 and B12. There you go. How big is this can? That's a 12 ounce. Usually the energy drinks are 16. How to clear my throat a little bit there. Still not 100%. We realistically should probably reschedule coming down here, but we're here. So, you know, just because my fiance still has a cough. I've been having a little more of a cough again, and I didn't feel like 100% when we left. I was, at least 80, but, as someone's asking for a house tour, I'll probably do another one of those. I have done tapping around this house at least twice, so I'll probably do another quick one of those on the phone. Maybe. I realistically could probably carry around the laptop, but I can't carry around the mic as well. I'll see. It's only in the 60s here. I think it hit 71 yesterday, but it's not going to be higher than like low 70s. It's been cold in the morning. I'll score this in a minute or two. It's been the 40s in the morning, so I feel like that is definitely lower than average here in January. I feel like it should be mid to high 70s with a low in the 50s. Like even today, it's only at a peak at like 62. And we're in the middle of the state. It's not like we're at the northern part of the state. We're almost at like the geographical center of the state. Old Florida, as they call it, like Lake Wales, Winter Haven, Haines City, Davenport. A few others, I believe. Maybe Frostproof and like Sebring as well, which is south of here. And it does too. If you're here, it has like an old vibe in terms of just look of the towns and stuff. It's like this part, and I haven't been. I've been to Tampa, I've been to Vero Beach, I've been to Orlando a ton, Tampa a good amount too, and Vero Beach as well. Hopefully, all the times I've been here in the course of my existence. We've been up past Orlando, Ocala. Where else? Like, you mean like Cape Canaveral we've gone to. So, I mean, I've seen enough other areas here to know that, like, this area has a different vibe in terms of feel and, like, look as opposed to, like, Tampa, Orlando, Vero Beach and stuff. These are the ridge, what they call the ridge. It's like almost like you see the white sands and stuff. You'll see them in here too, but I think they call it the ridge towns or something. I forget. It's cool down here though. I do like this area going into Lake Wales and stuff. I'm probably going to go an 8 on this one as well. This is a good one. It has a nice blend of whatever's supposed to be in here. Like I said, I got some pineapple, maybe some grapefruit, but it is nice. Pretty refreshing as well. It's a lighter, it feels lighter. Doesn't mean it is, but I'll go an 8. I've been liking their energy drinks, to be completely honest with you. I want to say I did the Witch's Brew, was it? The Cosmic Stardust, I think, and maybe the Hawaiian, like, shaved ice or whatever the hell it was called. I'll probably film another video today as well. I'll probably do the glove request. This is similar to the one that I got. Maybe it was 22. I put it up. I'll do that video. Maybe I'll record that after this. I'll just record it right in here. This is decent lighting. I had to close the blinds, obviously. You can still see the light coming through. But I had filmed in here a couple of years ago, but it was on the phone. This is before I was bringing the laptop down and stuff, because I have clothes down here. I got little toiletry stuff, razors and shaving cream, shampoo, blah, blah, blah. So it's like I just bring a carry-on bag, under the seat. So I bring a couple, a little bit of clothes just to have, because I always forget what I have down here. And I can throw the laptop in, the mic in. I even got it in this time and stuff. We had to bring Natasha's ashes, the cat's ashes, to put in the crypt with the rest of all the animals. I've showed that in other videos, even when my aunt was still in Massapequa in that house. I think I'd shown that. It's a giant chest that has just cat ashes and dog ashes, in their boxes or whatever. It's exactly what it is. It's a crypt. But she had to, review return. She's with her brother now, Boris, and Fat Boy, the other cat she had known before we had taken it from Massapequa to Islip. The two, I guess it's going to be Michigan and Washington in the final national championship game in football. Michigan beat Alabama in overtime, and Washington beat Texas. I don't know how that game's going to be. I know Washington pretty sure was the number 1 ranked team, so they're still undefeated. I think Michigan was the 2, right? I think Texas was 3 and Alabama was 4. And people were pissed about I guess FSU was 5 and they were undefeated. But the committee didn't select them, I guess, based on strength of schedule. I don't know. And then, like, I know Florida State got destroyed by like 60. They played Georgia, and people were saying Georgia kind of got screwed as well. But people were saying, oh, well, I know, like, Washington, Florida State had lost their QB to injury. And then, like, I guess since they didn't make the playoff, the football playoff, like, half their team went into the transfer portal, I think, which I would assume would not have happened if they were in the playoff, the college football playoff. But so I don't think you would have seen what because everybody's like, I told you Florida State's awful. That's why they got destroyed. But half their team was gone. You would have liked to have actually seen then if they actually were full strength and then they played like a Texas or an Alabama or whoever, Michigan. And then if they got destroyed, you could say it. So it's like, yeah, they got destroyed, but half their team literally left because they were like, well, no point being here anymore. They should just make it. You'd sit here and say make it 12, but in truth, you should probably make it either 6 to really, because remember, it was just the two, right? It was just the two teams, the top two teams in the country. But even back then, the other bowls still mattered. So the college football playoff almost kind of takes away some of the other bowl games now because you have the two. What was it? I think it was the Sugar Bowl and the Rose Bowl, and I guess maybe the Orange Bowl will be the. Used to swap it back in the day. Which one was like the one for the national championship? But they should make 4 was a good solution, but either 6 where the top two teams just get a bye, or make it 8. Because at that point, if you get to 6 or 8, no one can really complain anymore. I mean, they should do it like the NCAA March Madness and have 64 teams. They're playing football for like an extra 2 months. Have them play 2 games a day. I'm not big on college football. The only college sport in general, I'm not. I always just like March Madness because I love tournaments and I just love the setup of it and the brackets and everything. Back in the day, I used to know a lot more about players and teams. Now I don't really know many college players. I still, the teams. I remember like the 90s, I would watch a lot of that, because I knew a lot of the players back then. I was more in tune with who was like coming out and going into the NBA draft or whatever. I remember like Jamal Mashburn and stuff like that back then, and Clarence Weatherspoon. Even when, who else? Calbert Cheney, he was the one on Indiana, I believe. I remember guys like that, and Christian Laettner and Bobby Hurley on Duke, Grant Hill. Thomas Hill was the other. They were not brothers, but they were both on Duke. What were some of the other players back then that I remember? Like I remember people came out and then they came. But I'm talking like players I specifically were like remembering back then. Guys like, and then even guys that didn't end up panning out. Like I remember Damon Stoudemire a lot, but he panned out obviously. There's a couple. I remember a lot of the guys like Portland ended up drafting too, and like James Robinson. I remember Isaiah Ryder. He was on UNLV, I believe. Rasheed Wallace, I do remember. He was in North Carolina. I remember those because it's just a lot of. I just don't know the players now. Only a few here and there. But out of college sports, that was the one that I paid attention to the most. College basketball. What's hockey? The Frozen Four. It's usually the same teams. It's like Minnesota. You might see like Maine or somebody in there maybe as well. Michigan maybe also would get in there. I don't know. Makes sense for the cold weather teams to be in the hockey. It's still, even the NHL, it's still funny when Tampa will win the cup and stuff. It just feels weird. Because your mind, especially if you live in a state that gets cold in the winter, you're like, you associate hockey with cold because they're playing on ice as well, but it doesn't really matter because they're indoors. Well, they do the Winter Classics. They've been doing that for a little while now. I think the Islanders are playing the Rangers this year and won. I guess it would be in MetLife Stadium. Maybe they'll do it. Those are always cool. And that might be great for the players, too, because it brings it back to when they were kids playing on the pond and stuff. They should really do that with basketball as well. They should have like a game in a warmer month. I mean, or maybe just in warmer cities in general, because you couldn't do that. You're not going to do that in New York in February. You could do it realistically in the beginning of the season, though. It's still like 60 degrees, and have them play on like a nice court outside would be kind of cool, you know. Baseball's obviously already outside, so it doesn't matter. In football, most of the time, football is outside of a few stadiums. You see, in the hockey one, they'll do too. Well, I think it snowed during a few of those too, so that was kind of cool. Basketball, I don't think the players would want to be playing in, shorts and a tank top in like 20-degree weather. I don't think that would be fun. But that's why one like that you'd have to do in like. You could do it in like Orlando and stuff, in Miami, Atlanta, California and stuff like that as well. Do it in warmer still, not all kind of parts of Northern California get cold, right? I think that'd be kind of cool. Nice court, like a big court, nice stadium type thing. I mean, they could technically just do it in the football stadiums if they wanted to, or baseball stadiums as well. They could just do it the same way they do the Winter Classic with hockey. Just have a nice outside game. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I know in baseball sometimes I think I saw it on Instagram. It might have been the 90s, mid 90s maybe. I think it was in Camden Yards, but not long after it opened. I think maybe Camden Yards opened in 93 or 95. But it was like opening day, and it was, because opening day is in either the tail end of March, depending, or early April, right? And it was snowing. It was weird to see. We saw that movie Migration yesterday. I don't know when this video is going up. We saw it on Monday the 1st, New Year's Day. I kept forgetting it was New Year's. It was a pretty good movie, actually. It was cute. It was funny. And it was weird because we went to see it in the Eagle Ridge Mall here in Lake Wales. And we're trying to go in on the side where the movie theater is, because the movie theater is right there, and the doors were locked. And these other people come up, they're like, the doors are locked again. I tried to get in here. I got to wait for the person to come. So we went around to the other side. People trying to get in by the food court couldn't get in. We found a side entrance to get in. And we're going to the movie theater. And like, oh, you're our first customers. And like, yeah, we tried to get in over here, but it was locked. Like, yeah, I know. We just sent somebody over. I was like, wow. But it was 11:30 show, and we're 11:20, and we still got in. The previews were going, and then I didn't realize this. They had like a short Minions type movie, I guess, before Migration, because it's made by the same company, DreamWorks or whoever, Illumination. It wasn't bad, though. It was pretty funny. But it's already pushing 20 minutes, but you know what? I'm going to be here all day, so I can let it take some time to upload, but I probably will stop it now anyway. But yeah. I'm going to film another video today. See, I don't know what else I try to get up throughout the week, but yeah. 8.0 on this Alani Nu Alani Nu Tropsicle. But thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.